You throw over $1,000 a month into local wishing wells.
Of course, you idiot, because I'm wishing for more money.
This is the Keeping Your Money Show with Jamie Westenberger and Bart Steindler.
All right, welcome back to Keeping Your Money Show. Jamie Westenberger, joined as always by Bart Steindler. If you're just tuning in or you've been listening the whole time, talked about 4 common personal finance tips that will probably not work out so well for you necessarily. Is $1 million enough to retire? We broke that down. And bonds are not necessarily the Ron Popeil chicken wheel. It's not a set it and forget it type of investment. It still needs to be managed properly to make sure that it's doing what you need it to do for your long-term retirement plan.
At what point do we quit using Ron as an example, because there's not a lot of people around that know who that is?
I understand that, but as long as it has set it and forget it anywhere in the article, there's really nothing else we can use, is there? I mean, isn't he always, if you type in set it, forget it in your Google search, I guarantee Ron Popeil and the chicken wheel comes up. I guarantee it. Do it, Laura. It's just one of those things. You have to refer back to it.
Now, Laura, if you didn't know Jamie, would you have any idea who that is?
Questionable. She's borderline.
Okay.
She's right at...
It's the only thing that shows up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. The only thing that shows up if you type in set it and forget it. I don't know if that just means I watched a lot of infomercials as a child, or I'm not really sure what that means.
Yes.
Could be a defect in my mom's parenting skills.
Jamie's growing up, and mom has something to do, and she sets Jamie in front of the TV to watch infomercials, and he becomes a financial wizard.
Could be. I want to tell you right now, I didn't know a lot as a kid, but I knew that Ginsu knives could cut cans, and if you bought the right organization system for your cabinets, everything would not fall out on top of you when you open the doors. So those things, there are some good lessons in there.
Yeah, lessons that have served you well in life.
You should also never try to carry a tray with like too many glasses on it. That never works on those commercials.
No.
So did you ever actually see the movie about the guy whose job was to be the person in the audience of the infomercials?
No.
It's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
I can't think of the guy's name that's in it, but that's his entire job. He gets paid like $100 a day to be the surprised person of these infomercials. And then somebody like discovers it's him, and they kind of like make him famous as being this guy is always, but it kind of like ruins his life because now he can't make the $100 doing this anymore. So interesting sidebar.
Got to go out and get a real job, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe he could invent a product and put it on an infomercial then.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, something that was not around when I was watching Ron Popeil and his magic chicken wheel, that is now is, of course, the wonderful smartphones and all of the apps that are available on them. And really Fintech, as they're kind of, abbreviating it because we can't use full words in this day and age. They do have some really great usefulness, especially when you're struggling with things like trying to figure out what your budget is, or trying to track your spending, or trying to track your investments or your credit record and things like that. Now, none of the examples we're going to give, I don't want any of it to come across as an endorsement. We're not steering you to these. There's not a special code for you to use, so we get $5, nothing like that. They're just examples of things that can be useful, and something like that can be useful as well.
Yeah, because if we were doing this as like endorsements that we got paid for, we would want a lot more than $5.
Right, exactly. So I'll tell you a couple that are kind of nationally considered leaders. I'll tell you a couple that we have available for free that you can utilize through us as well. And then we'll talk about a couple that actually, you technically could call them a competitor, but not really. But again, search them out yourself. Make sure any app you download, if you're going to give it any banking information, any credit card information, anything like that, any logins and passwords, make sure it's a reputable company. You look at like something like a mint.com, which does a great job with kind of tracking your spending. It's owned by Intuit, one of the largest financial companies out there as far as software goes. They make QuickBooks, which you've probably been paid through at some point in your life. Something that you can feel comfortable with. Some of the other ones, Credit Karma. If you're not familiar with Credit Karma, in my personal opinion, this is the only one I'm going to really be boom. I think Credit Karma does a phenomenal job of helping you stay on top of your credit situation, and it doesn't charge you anything. It makes its money by offering you opportunities based on your credit score. So it might say, hey, here's a great credit card you should apply for because of your great credit. If you click on that and apply, they get a referral fee. That's how they pay for their service. When we go back even just 10 years ago and it costs, $80 to get a copy of your credit report, it's pretty sweet that you can have an app on your phone that'll show your credit score for free. I mean, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
and your credit score can make a huge difference in a lot of things in your life. If you're applying for a loan, you want to know that things are cleaned up on your credit score. If there's something out there that's giving you a lower score than you should, you have an opportunity to clean it up. The other thing is a lot of times insurance products that you buy are affected by your credit score. And you can debate all day long if it's right or wrong.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm not endorsing it. I do have a little bit of a problem with it. But on the other hand, that's the way the situation is. And if your credit score is going to affect what you pay for insurance, you should know that and manage it properly.
Well, and unemployment's really low right now, so it doesn't apply to jobs. But there will come a day again where your credit score could factor into whether you're considered for a job or not.
Right.
So you really should stay on top of it. The last thing you want is to be on the verge of buying the house of your dreams to find out that your credit score isn't what you thought it was because 6 years ago you forgot about a medical bill and it's now went to judgment and you didn't even realize it was there. That's not what anybody wants. There's two programs they talk about on here, mint.com, which we mentioned. They also have one called Good Budget. Budget allows you to digitize your budget, put it into categories and everything. And we actually have a service that we make available to our clients. And from time to time, we've made it available to listeners. I'll offer it again. It's absolutely free. We don't charge anything for it, but it kind of combines some of the features of a lot of these together. It's a company that we pay to use. We subscribe to it. Company's owned by Fidelity, so well-respected company. They will allow you to consolidate and look at all of your investments in one place. You can also create a budget. You can also get alerts to whether you're over a certain spending category in your budget or not. So a lot of ways to start organizing your finances. Maybe you're thinking you want to come meet with a financial advisor, but man, I really need to get a handle on what am I spending? Where's my money going? How much am I really investing? Great program to help you do that. If you're interested and you'd like a free download of that, feel free to shoot me an email, info@keepingyourmoney.com, info@keepingyourmoney.com, and I will be happy to provide you with a link where you can sign up for free for that. Another big thing right now is everyone is talking about the whole robo-advisor concept. Many younger people are seeing this as a way to start investing. Maybe they see financial advisors as being somebody that you need a lot of money to start with, or you need to have a lot you can put away every month. And so some of these smaller programs online, you can kind of get started for less money and get going right away. We actually have one ourselves called Symbol. It's a great way for you to start investing, but also still have a connection with a financial advisor. You're not going to necessarily pay to utilize our services, but we can kind of keep an eye on things. And as that account grows, you'll already sort of have a relationship with us that then we could start to help you be more full service as your
when the time is right.
Yeah, as your situation changes and as your accounts grow and you become more in need of the full service type of financial planning. So again, if you have any interest in either one of those, I'd be happy to introduce them to you. You can give me a call, 888-98-MONEY. That's 888-986-6639, or shoot us an email, info@keepingyourmoney.com. We do respond to those emails personally. Coming up, we'll wrap up the show, send you into the weekend right here on the Keeping Your Money Show.
Is your 401k sturdy enough to help support your retirement goals? The Keeping Your Money Show has a team of advisors that will help you size up the assets currently in your 401k and explore asset allocation based on your goals. Call the Keeping Your Money Show today at 1-888-98-MONEY or visit keepingyourmoney.com to learn how you can start solidifying your foundation for a strong retirement plan.
It all comes back to money.
This is the Keeping Your Money Show with Jamie Westenbarger and Bart Steindler.
Welcome back to the Keeping Your Money Show. Jamie Westenbarger joined as always by Bart Steindler. If you're just tuning in, you missed a great show. Come back an hour earlier next week. Or you can always, of course, find us on our podcast. Just go to iTunes, Google Play Music, or any of your other favorite podcast locations and search for the Keeping Your Money Show. You can also find it on our website. Go to keepingyourmoney.com. If you're not following us on Facebook or Twitter, you should. Facebook.com/keepingyourmoney or Twitter.com/keepingmoney. That's where you're going to be updated on what we're going to be talking about on the show the following week, events we have coming up, things like our golf outing, which is just around the corner. If you're not signed up for the golf outing, July 25th, Thornapple Point.
Out by the airport.
Out by the airport.
Yes.
Planes,
Back at the
trains,
airport.
Planes, trains, and automobiles. That's what it's called a lot of times.
Great course. It's going to be a fun time. Every year we do this. It grows. It's more fun. You get out of the office for half a day and you just spend time with a lot of really great people. The weather is always great. Once again this year, I'm going to guarantee that it will not snow at the golf outing.
Middle of July? Whew.
And I've
guarantee, Bart.
I've been right on that for 5 straight years now. So
I will also guarantee that Bart will be there and not golf. So
that's probably correct.
He will be there to provide support by driving around and greeting everyone. I will golf, but it will not be on your team, so therefore you'll be safe. But if you want more information on the golf outing, give us a call, 888-98-MONEY. That's 888-986-6639, or shoot us an email, info@keepingyourmoney.com.
The problem with me golfing is that everybody else has to wear a football helmet then.
This is true. We do have $1 million hole this year, so definitely something to check out if you are feeling lucky. We talked about 4 common personal finance tips that actually could fail you. Is $1 million enough to retire? Bonds aren't the set it, forget it, Ron Popeil investment. Fintech applications that can help you with your personal finance, all that and more. I'm going to tell you, like I tell you every week, you're probably planning summer vacation. Takes a lot more to plan retirement. No one ever shows up thinking that they're going to be able to get on a cruise ship without a ticket. You should not show up at retirement thinking if you hadn't planned, it's going to turn out very well. Very few of us are fortunate to have a pension or any type of kind of already set up situation to pay for our retirement. We need to plan it. We need to save it. We need to make sure it's going to be there and be enough to get us where we need to go. We talked a lot today about those numbers and those factors and those things that we're told will just be automatics, and they're not always all that automatic. So make sure that you know those numbers are going to work for you. If you do not have a spending plan for your retirement, if you haven't decided what your roadmap looks like, now would be a great time to sit down and figure it out. Give us a call. We'd love to help you. 888-98-MONEY is the number, 888-986-6639. For everybody here at the Keep Your Money Show, Dan Van Singel, Shane Thorson, Nate Boonstra, Matt Cernaw, Adam Seifert, Jonathan Hayes, our friend Troy Fox on the Lake Shore, our wonderful partners at Kylan Law and Broll Tax and Accounting, our insanely talented producer, Laura Ridenauer, my partner, Bart Steindler. I'm Jamie Westenbarger. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for listening. This has been the Keep Your Money Show.
Registered representatives offer securities through Securities America, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Financial advisors offer advisory services through Securities America Advisors, Inc. Forest Hills Financial, Inc. and Securities America are separate entities.